Alright guys, welcome back. We're here in the Walt Disney World map again. I did some work while I was away. If you look here, I built the Flame Tree Barbecue restaurant. It's pretty good. Built the entrance to Dinoland here, or at least the bridge going over. Then we have the first part here. We have Donald's Dino Bash, that sign that you would see right before entering in the mainland of Dinoland. Then we have the Boneyard, where that little play area. I have no idea what this was. Play area that kids can walk around, and I put a lot of fun things in there, like this pile of dynamite that kids can enjoy. So anyway, moving on, we're getting to the actual heart of Dinoland, which is the giant parking lot where they would put carnival rides and carnival games. Which, I mean, if you think about it in theory, it's really neatly done. It's very well done, but going there as a guest, I bet, is just was not that fun. It just looked old, dated, which was the point. It was supposed to look old, supposed to look dated, but in reality, it just came off as unkept, unmaintained. So it is gone now in real life. It's being replaced by the Tropical America's Land, which should be great, whatever. But anyway, they have a prime. What is it called? Primeval Whirl, where it's basically a steel mousetrap style ride circling around again and again. And it has two tracks and they're identical, so I can just make one and then copy paste it to the other side. So perfect. All right, so we're gonna get started on that. All right, guys, I'm back a little bit. I built the track for the Primeval Whirl. It actually works. Testing it, the specs are actually better than I expected. I thought I'd have to put brakes or something in there, but it seems to work all right. So everything's looking good. Now just trying to add in the take a look here. Good there. Good there. Good there. Perfect. That looks good. It doesn't look anything like what it does in real life, but I don't think there's much I can do with the game. I guess I could do something with like loop-de-loops if I really wanted to get into it, but I'm not sure if that'll look that great. Like, let me try. Okay, I'm trying to play around with a loop-de-loop here, and it looks, I mean, it does look fine, but it's too wide. So if I come up, I'd have to go up here. It's just too wide, so I don't want to mess with that right now, I don't think. Unless I did it like right here. You know, just like that. Then I'd have to deal with the other parts of the track too, and I don't have to deal with that, so. Oh well, we tried, so we're gonna probably get rid of that then. And we'll just go from here. We'll go on, start adding more scenery. Alright guys, we are almost done with the finishing touches for this gift shop I am building. I think this place has turned out very, very nice. I'm actually pretty happy with it, if I'm being honest. But again, the finishing touches going on here and there. Yeah, we'll do that. And then maybe I'll add some little plants in here. Yeah, that's fine. That is good with me. Okay, take a look at this place, Dinoland. We got the entrance right over here. We got the bridge going over. We got the actual main sign, Donald's Dino Bash. We got the boneyard. Take it in. That place where kids can play. We got actual Dinoland with the carnival rides. We got some random shack here that sells, I don't know, chicken or something. We got this little dino. What is it called again? Hang on. Dino Diner. That's what it's called. We have another little game thing here. This is supposed to be Triceratops spin. Now, at first glance, it probably looks a little confusing. These things are floating. Well, this is the closest that at least I could figure out on how to make it work. Because it's like those swinging octopus rides, or like the flying carpet, or like the flying Dumbo rides. So, if it looks a little weird, I understand. But this is the closest I could really recreate it with the limitations of Roller Coaster Tycoon. Maybe there's ways I can improve, but I don't know about that right now. And then probably my favorite part that I built today, Primeval Whirl. Take a look at this bad boy. Now this, I am very happy with how this turned out. At first I was a little bit, I don't know, I was a little bit like, this looks definitely not that good compared to the real life version, but as I started to add scenery and I started to improve things, I think I'm actually very much, I love it. I think it's good. So let's take a look here as it revs up. And it starts to go. I have the chain lift over here. These are supposed to be these yellow, like, time warp tunnels that you have in the ride, and this is, I couldn't, do much with it. I was trying to use loop-de-loops to make this circles, but it wasn't that good. The little clock here, that's what that's supposed to be. And then it's just a stereotypical, wild mouse ride, steel mouse. What is this ride type called? Steel wild mouse or something like that, where it just goes down, it twirls you around like this. And, it goes down and down and down. Until eventually it, I think, comes to a stop. I think it'll be, yep, there it goes right there. A little quick, but it's actually not in the red zone for any of the G-forces, so not bad. Of course, it has two tracks, just like in real life, and they're kind of flipped. And the inside, we have the waiting area. So, I think it turned out very well. I'm very much approving of it. Maybe I could touch up the entrance a little bit, but I think that looks pretty good. Overall, Dinoland's coming together very, very well. I might be wondering, there's something missing. Isn't the main part of Dinoland the ride Dinosaur? And you're correct. That's going to be one of my favorite rides before they got rid of it. So I have yet to build that, but that's going to be the biggest endeavor of this whole Dinoland section of the park, so if that's not, I just thought, it's been a while since I've posted a video, and I have all this progress that I made that I was really excited about. So I decided to show it off, and then I'll upload a video just for this part for Dinoland U.S.A. and Roller Coaster Tycoon Part 1, and then Part 2 will have the actual ride Dinosaur involved, which will be much, much more involved. I spent like all day designing this stuff, and I learned new techniques, just even more that I didn't even realize I had more to learn, but oh my gosh, there's so much more to learn. It's so much more involved than you could possibly realize. If you're somebody who just played the game casually growing up as a kid, and then you get thrown into the world of like fine detail Roller Coaster Tycoon creation, like deep scenery creation and stuff like this, like building this ride right here, Triceratops Spin, took hours. Honestly, most of that was because I was learning how to do it for the first time. Now that I actually know how to do it, obviously if I had to rebuild this, it probably wouldn't take that long, probably less than an hour. But just learning all those processes, it's so much more involved than I had anticipated. But it's up to me to decide what level of detail I want to go with, and if I want to go with, something like this, or if I want to go with something very basic, like this, I'll decide that as I go along. So, anyway, happy with how these turned out. And to the next episode, we will do Dinosaur, the ride. Thanks for watching.